exclusionist to those who are not from here, but to actually give priority to those who are locally based.
Sure.
Also to ensure that we deal with the ownership pattern. So basically that is why we have this particular bill that is actually going through public participation currently.
I'm listening to you, and I can also pick up that the key features of this bill, actually, they are also around the fact that the promotion and the development of free state enterprises. But if one can also just want to highlight some of the things that this bill is or can do, what are the objectives of this bill?
Yeah, as I've already stated, one of those bills is to ensure that we don't only assist local enterprises or enterprises that are owned by local citizens through capacity building, through capacitating them, making sure that they've got the necessary know-how in terms of running business. But we also make sure that we establish specific procurement rules to ensure that some of these enterprises that actually get contracts from government in particular,
sure,
must then be able to buy from a large group or groups of local companies, with the way of making sure that we empower these companies and they also have access to market. But also is to assist our municipalities, because you'll understand that municipalities also are at the coal face of service delivery. They are the ones who are dealing with this business on a daily basis. But provincial government as well as national government have got a constitutional mandate to assist municipalities. So we also want to assist or to create an enabling environment for municipalities by implementing local economic development and also making sure that we support value chains in local municipalities. Yeah.
I'm asking you this question because you'll understand that maybe a few weeks or days after you have published the bill for a public comment, one of the opposition parties, which is the Democratic Alliance, to certain extent, it seems as if they did not understand the objectives of this bill. You'll understand that there was a question of a xenophobic attitude towards the foreign national. So I want to give you a chance that is the bill in any way encouraging xenophobic attitudes towards nationals or foreign nationals?
Not at all. And I think let me thank you very much for that particular question. Not at all. The bill does not in any way try to encourage a xenophobic attitude or sentiments towards any foreign national. If you go through the entire bill, you'll never see the bill actually trying to discriminate people against on the basis of their nationalities, whether they are from Europe, whether they are from African countries, whether they are from Asia or elsewhere. There is no form of discrimination. But the bill is specific and it is intentional in that it seeks to actually promote local enterprises.
Sure.
By promoting local enterprises, we want to make sure that we actually enhance and actually fundamentally deal with a mantra that begins to say charity begins at home, without necessarily excluding those that are not from actually local citizens. We are not excluding, but we are saying you need to make sure that you are intentional and being biased in making sure that those that are local, because the danger of not doing that is that those that are local enterprises, once they feel that they are excluded, you are creating a potential environment for instability. You are creating a appetite for community protest, and that is what we want to do away with. Because when people are discontented, when they feel that they are excluded, there is that potential that then they will actually disrupt the system through community protest, and you want to do away with that. So you want to level the playing field without necessarily being xenophobic. So in short, the bill is not xenophobic, but it is actually intentional in making sure that it localizes local development.
Okay. Lastly, let's deal with the issue of the opposition party again, so that we can continue with other questions. In the bill, you have indicated that those business that are holders of the appropriate license, which is issued by a municipality and designated licensing authority, may carry on under the business activities. The opposition party again argued to say that the municipalities in Free State are unable to run their own financial affairs, and this will merely add to the existing red tape and administration delays that are already preventing economic investment and job creation. Your response to that, lastly?
No, I think we have to, at all material times, discourage anybody from any political formation uh, to actually encourage a situation of lawlessness. At all material times, we must make sure that everybody who's involved in business abide by the laws. So the Business Act enforces everybody who must operate a business in a particular locality that they must actually be holding a permit from a municipality, because a municipality becomes an authority of first instance. So that's the first thing. We move from that premise. So we're not actually changing the law. So I think everybody must rally behind that.
Sure.
Secondly, the bill in itself seeks to assist municipalities in enforcing compliance with the laws of the land, including the Business Act, in that it will actually make sure that it assists through capacity building and through other efforts by making sure that the municipalities, even though we know that municipalities may have shortages in terms of capacities, provincial and national government must then be able to intervene and assist municipalities, to assist them to actually make sure that everybody who's operating businesses have their permits. You will remember that our department has got a unit that is called Consumer Protection Unit.
Mm-hmm.
That Consumer Protection Office, from time to time, we interact with municipalities, the South African Police Services, the Department of Home Affairs, etc., and we conduct inspections in businesses. So this bill will actually formalize and make sure that, in addition to inspections, we are then able to make sure that those that are actually carrying licenses and permits are the only ones that are operating in our communities. And this has got nothing to do with increasing red tape, but it's just supporting and institutionalizing that support that we give to municipalities from day to day.
Sure. Would this bill encourage investment looking at the province there?
Absolutely. You'll remember that one of the determinants of investment, be it foreign direct investment or investments from anywhere in the country,
sure,
or local investment, is stability. Number one, stability. There's nobody who wants to invest in a place which has got a high potential for riots, for protests, and for marches. So like I said, an environment where people feel that they are excluded economically and otherwise breeds an environment or creates conditions for riots and protests. So we want to do away with any conducive environment for protest and riots. And this in itself will automatically attract investment, because it will create a stable business and social environment for investment to actually ensue. Secondly, one of the determinants of investment again is demand. Now, if you actually make sure that the local people are able to operate businesses and they are able to employ people in their local areas, you are increasing income in that locality. So by increasing income in that particular locality, you are also creating demand. So demand in itself attracts investment. So it will attract investment. Contrary to what the Democratic Alliance said, this bill in itself will actually breed investment wherever it will be implemented.
We are in a month that observes and celebrates young people in South Africa. I know definitely for a fact that there are young people in Free State who are doing business. Is this bill going to assist young people, particularly in the province of Free State?
Absolutely. In fact, you will remember that the Statistics South Africa, whenever they release statistics, particularly labor statistics,
sure,
young people are at the brunt of high unemployment rates. And you'll find that because of high unemployment, young people are more likely to be poor and to suffer poverty. So one of the objectives of this bill is actually to make sure that young people actually participate in the mainstream economy. If you look at this bill, we have actually proposed that certain economic activities be designated for local citizens. For example, auto electrician, bars and nightclubs, beauty salons, car washes, chisanyamas, cleaning services. So there are about 21 economic activities that the bill proposes, that they be designated predominantly or only for local people. So by doing so, we are making sure that young people, most of them who do not have experience that is actually required in the labor market, most of them who do not have high levels of education, are able then to actually participate in the economy through Chisanyamas, which actually more often than not do not require much capital to start, but they are then able to actually participate in the economy. So this bill will actually make sure that it empowers young people in particular. The majority of them are female. So indeed, this bill will actually assist. And in this month of Youth Month, we then call on our people to make sure that they participate in making sure that they contribute their inputs into the bill so that actually they change the economic situation around.
In terms of your engagements with the community of Free State there via the public hearing, do you still give the community or members of the public to have a chance to communicate and engage about this bill?
Absolutely. You'll remember that the Free State Legislature has started a process to allow members of the public through public hearings to participate and make inputs on the bill. Currently, from the 14th of May, the Economic Transformation Portfolio Committee of the Free State Legislature began public hearings in all the districts of the Free State. It started in Mangaung the 14th of May, and the last one will be held this Thursday on the 9th of June at the Kharib Dam Town Hall, where all business formations, where all representatives of business associations, where all members of the community will have an opportunity from 10 o'clock at the town hall to actually participate on the bill and make their inputs, to have their voices heard and make sure that they actually, because this bill, once it is enacted into an act, it will be for the people of the Free State. It will not be the bill of the department alone. It will be the bill for the people of the Free State. So that opportunity is being given to members of the public to actually make inputs as we speak.
And I'm sure that you also invite the municipality LED department and also the business chambers of that particular municipality.
Absolutely. The Economic Transformation Subcommittee, or it's called the Economic Transformation Portfolio Committee of the Free State Legislature. Sure. It invites business formations, it also invites our department and Free State provincial government in general, the LED departments and units of municipalities, as well as business chambers to make inputs. You'll appreciate and understand that those who are actively participating in business have got an interest in this particular bill, because it is them who must actually indicate if this bill is in line with their ambitions or not. So they are the ones who are actually invited to make inputs so that actually they shape the policy and legislative framework of government moving forward.
Sure. Meaning you are not just doing things without them, but you involve them in whatever that you are doing. Dr. Makhele.
Absolutely. Because, they always say that nothing for us without us. So the Free State provincial government and the Department of DESTEA in particular will never embark on any intervention or initiative without involving the people, because it is about them. It is them who must actually give us the mandate and the direction. So even this bill must be shaped by them. Ours is just to propose, and they will then give us a mandate.
Well, he's the spokesperson for the Department of Economic, Small Business Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, in short, DESTEA, in the Free State Province. We are talking to him about the Local Economic Development Transformation Bill, which is a very important bill that is continuing to invite public comments there in the Free State. He has just confirmed with us now that on the 9th at 10 o'clock, there will be another public hearing in the Free State to discuss this view there in Kopano municipality. Dr. Makhele, thank you so much for your time. All the best in the work that you are doing in that department.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
All right.